and welcome back to Motoring Choices, and today I'm going to be looking at the 1999 Vauxhall Vectra. The design of the car it's part of that kind of design language we're seeing now with new cars where it's quite smooth and kind of bubbly. You can see that in particular, these door mirrors, which seem to be crafted off the line here coming up from the bonnet. Otherwise, it's pretty much like most of these family saloons are now. Quite of a kind of cookie cutter style, you know, take the Nissan Primera, the Peugeot 406. Other examples coming out of this time, even the Ford Mondeo, this kind of thing's main rival. This is now the new replacement for the Cavalier, and of course I would say they've done quite well here, but you can clearly tell it is just a Vauxhall Cavalier in a new dress. Of course, sitting in the front of this car, it's rather nice, you know. I have plenty of legroom as well. I'm not fighting here for space between my knees and the steering column and the dashboard. The front windows are electric and the switches are placed in the middle of the car rather oddly. Moving into the back, the space itself is rather generous, as I will now demonstrate. Of course, being an Arctic, this one, it lacks the rear electric windows of a CD or a CDX. However, sitting in the back of here, it's actually not an unpleasant place. I have plenty of legroom and I've got quite a bit of headroom as well. I sit back, I'm well supported and I'm comfortable. My only complaint is that this window doesn't go down far enough, and of course that's down to the shape of the door. But it does mean if you want to rest your arm there, you're going to be pretty uncomfortable like that, or you'll need to hang it out like that and hope that a bus doesn't take it off on its way past. And this car has it where it counts as well. Up here is a coat hook for hanging up your coat, or in this case the cameraman's coat. It's on there, ready to go, like any other sales rep would have it. A lot of people buy these cars, you know, for their families, and of course the boot needs to be of a decent size. And as you can see with the Vectra, it is indeed a decent size. You know, you'll get a good few suitcases in here, or you're shopping, or even say you're bitting the side after you've killed her. Now, let's take it for a spin. Pulling away is a pretty good experience, you know, it's an easy enough task to do. Gear change is pretty slick, pretty smooth, you know, dead easy to master. So a wee bit of travel between all the gears, you know, between like third and fourth, but you get the hang of it pretty quickly. And we're in a 40 mile an hour zone at the moment, but it's moving along really nicely. Just, it got us up there, no stress at all, with that 1.8 litre engine. So you might be wondering, what's this button here? This button here is for Traffic Master. It's a system by a company called Oracle. And essentially it's designed to alert you of motorway closures, road closures, and it will tell you so forth about anything like that, and you can stay one step ahead. Although it is, however, on a subscription basis, and for that reason, although a lot of owners may not option that, especially if they've optioned more on the car itself. And that's why Vectra is a good purchase.